What's up, beautiful people? My name is Michelle. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to talk to you guys today, chatting with spirit, trying to see what we on, what we feeling like. And these videos are timeless, so whenever you find them, is when it's meant for you, because they're not any sort of, doesn't have to do with any kind of astrology. It's just about, these periods that we go through in our lives. And today I want to chat about holding, excuse me, y'all, about holding, seeing our value, right, in this world, seeing what we have that is a value, seeing the wealth that we have within ourselves, the value that we have for the world, right? And once we tap into that, once we know who we are, once we know our gifts, once we see them as valuable and of use and of God, we start to open ourselves up to a spiritual awakening, right? But first we have to know our value. We have to see our value. We have to believe it. We have to believe that we have something of value to give, right? And some of us are like, oh, this is nothing, or it's probably a really dumb idea, but try it. Try it, planes don't just take off, right? You need some momentum, so get some momentum. That's what I want you guys to do. Six of Wands just came out, which is about victory, seeing your accomplishments fulfilled and being recognized for them. But see, you gotta, Six of Wands ain't the first card in the deck. You gotta get there. You gotta ask for what you want. You gotta work for what you want. You gotta ask for what you want. You gotta work for what you want, and then you have to allow for the universe to allow the rest, right? You gotta do the work. You gotta ask for what you want, decide, work on it, and then allow, right? Consistent work, connection to the desire, right? Believe it. Believe that you can have it. Dream it, which you already have. Believe it, right? Which is what some of us might still be working on, is believing that we can have what we want, right? Because that's when inner conflict happens, is when we don't believe that we can have what we want. The Fool card just came out, which reminds me of something that some psychologist said, that you have to be the fool in order to become the master. You have to be the fool first to become the master. Amazing relationship therapists don't just come out of the womb knowing how to give relationship advice. They have to go and they have to be bad at it first. They have to have their first client, which maybe they weren't listening all the way, and maybe they only give after the consult, right, after the consultation, after your first set, after your first batch of products went out, after your first live video, you realize, damn, I should have said this, and oh, the sound was off. I've been having videos where my sound wasn't right, but now I remember, Michelle, put your damn mic on the phone. Girl, you got one. You bought one, right? But do it first. Be the fool. Don't be afraid to be the fool, because planes don't just take off, okay? They have to gain some momentum. And pack light. Pack light. Release people's opinions of you. Release judgment. Release judgment of other people, and you will release judgment of yourself. Some of y'all won't move because y'all are so overcritical of what other people doing. How dare they do this? And why do they like to do that? And who does he think he is? I didn't know he wanted to be a rapper. I didn't know she wanted to be a designer. Why did she go back to school to do this? I didn't know she wanted to be a lawyer. Some of my friends are going back to school. One of them wants to be an interior designer. Honestly, makes sense, because she always been fly. Okay. Another one wants to go back to law school. Makes sense. The bitch has always been smart. Had no idea she wanted to be, she was a Spanish teacher first, and now she wants to do law. I'm not looking at her like, that's so weird of her, but you spent all this time at school, you spent all this time in your early 20s career, and now all of a sudden you want to be a lawyer? Like, girl, stop judging people. Let people do them. That's why you can't move, because you're so overcritical, because you look at people and you're like, oh, that's weird, they want to start a podcast? Yeah. Let them start a podcast. Let people figure it out. Give people grace. Give people room to be. Who are you to judge? It's time for you to face your own judgment. Don't look at what other people are doing. That's why you can't do what you want to do. It's time to it's time to really look at ourselves and say, have we been so judgmental? Why are we so afraid of social judgment, right? It's time to ask ourselves some real pointed questions. It's time to get real self-critical and ask yourself why you don't believe in yourself so deeply. Ask yourself why you are so determined to sit in a place where you know you're not fulfilled. And I'm dragging myself here too, right? Like, I knew I should have left the job I was at. I knew I didn't want to be there, but I was too afraid. And I said, oh, I haven't found anything else yet. Knowing good and damn well I wanted to read tarot because I've been studying it for so long. And there's people that have been studying it longer than me, right? I've been in the spiritual, mystic community for a while and been deeply, deeply invested and interested, getting my yoga teacher certificate. But I was always just like, I can't do that. I've only been doing it for so long. Who cares? Do it badly. And once you start to play in whatever it is that you want to do, if it's for you, you will be like, there will be days, like there were days where I'm like, I'm good at this. Like, I can speak, like I've always been able to speak well. I've been more or less comfortable in front of the camera. Always been personable, always loved storytelling. And it's like, wait a second, all of who I am still gets to exist here in these videos with you guys. Like, oh, right? Once you start to play in it, once you start to do your thing, you don't have to show everybody, you don't have to document yourself, right? Gary Vaynerchuk talks about that, like, so what, you don't know how to, so what, you want to be a life coach, but you haven't, exactly lived for 50 years. So what, you want to be a chef, but you've never officially worked in a restaurant. So what? Just do it and document your little victories. Document, if not for the community, for yourself, if not for your social media, for yourself, but do it and watch how you start to light up. And then there will become a time when you're like, I have to try, because it's such tension in your body. You are in such inner conflict that you got to do it. You got to do it. It feels like a betrayal if you don't, because you have value. Look at how she's holding this coin. She knows she has value. And it's time now for you to see your value and to share it with the world. Share it with someone. Share it with someone. Not even the world, because I have the Two of Cups here. Share it with someone, right? Someone's ready to receive you. Some organization. You will be received. Just give, just see your value. And once you see your value, it will open up a spiritual awakening. Because once you see your value and see, like, for some reason, it's like once you do this thing, it's like an aha moment and you're like, oh my God, is this, like, it might be for some of you, right? Like your divine mission, your divine purpose, right? Your life's work, your heart work. Right? And this can metamorphosis and this can evolve, right? I'm not saying this is what you're going to do for forevermore, but this is going to be a huge tipping point. It's going to be a doorway to spirit. You're going to see how divine you are. You're going to see how divine you are. Once you start to play in the thing that you like to do, once you start to see the things that you love to, once you start to play in the things that you love to do, you will start to become less. Yeah, it's going to open up new inspiration, right? Do it. I can't emphasize this enough that you need to do it. You need to actively do it. Don't just dream it. Don't just think about it. Don't just write about it. Do it. Because this is like new inspiration. It's gonna, once you start doing it, insights are gonna come. You're like, oh, I can do this. Ooh, it would be fun if I did this, right? Because I first wanted to start a podcast. And back in December, I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to start a podcast. I got Anchor app. I started trying to think of, y'all, I was weeks trying to figure out a damn name for my podcast, and it just felt stuck, and I was a little bit frustrated because I was like, Michelle, I know I love to talk about a lot of topics. I love media. I want to get my voice out there. I want to talk to people. I want to connect. I want to build a community of healed people. But God, it doesn't feel right. And then it came to me. I was like, I love tarot. I love studying tarot, and I can talk about whatever with spirit, right? I can kind of bring my love and study of tarot and the divine and the mystical with my love of production, right? And I wanted this to look different, but I'm already like, oh, okay, and maybe I can set things up this way, right? Just because once you start to play, once you start to have fun, new insights come, new opportunities come. You learn like, oh, okay, okay, that doesn't need to be a part of this, but this does, right? Like, you gotta start doing it. You got to. It's a betrayal to your heart if you don't. Don't walk away from your dream. I shared a question that I got from this book called A Book of Beautiful Questions. And one of the questions, which I love, if you're ever trying to make a decision, is, if I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? If I say yes to going to New York, what am I saying no to? Okay, I'm saying no to cheaper rent. I'm saying no to being close to my family. I'm saying no to, holidays with my mom, but I'm also saying yes to career opportunity. I'm saying yes, right? So think about, if you say yes to your desk job, if you say yes to the job that you're not fulfilled at, if you say yes to this relationship that doesn't seem like it's on the up and up, if you say yes to this friend who is always self-deprecating and always draining your energy, if you say yes to those things that drain you, what are you saying? If you say yes to those things that drain you, what are you saying no to? You're saying no to your full potential. You're saying no to waking up to a life that you want. That's what you want to say no to? You want to say no to waking up and liking the life that you wake up to? No, you want to say yes to that. You want to say yes to waking up to a life that you're excited about. So if you want to wake up to a life that you're excited about, what do you have to say no to? Do you have to say no to some friends? Do you have to say no to some certain spending? Do you have to say no to some people? Do you have to say bye to your job, right? Or do you have to say no to a steady income, right? Some of us have to just like leave everything and start the business, right? It's like, well, I guess I gotta put all my chips in, right? Whatever it is, you know what I mean? Weigh that out. I can't do that for you. Weigh it out, but know that once you start to play in that creation, once you start to play in your true desire, once you learn of your true value, you're going to start getting you're going to have so much awareness. You're going to have so many new ideas. You are going to gain financial independence because you're in your heart work, and that has to be rewarded. And then once you start to do the thing, once you start to flow, once you realize how divine you truly are and how divine this mission is that you are on, it's going to be really important that you remain balanced and self-honoring. Remember, your tangible goals, but also remember yourself too. Don't forget what you need, right? Make sure that you are in balance, that you are in good spirits, right? Create some rituals for yourself. Make sure that, every Sunday I just got to log off. Every week I need to, catch up on emails, right? Because that once things start to pile on, that's stressful, right? So make time to balance, right? Once you're in the flow, once you start doing the thing, right? And make sure that, it's really important that while you're working, right, that you don't forget to explore as well, right? We don't want to stay in our bubble. We don't want to just get trapped in what we're doing, right? It's super, super important that we stay diligent, okay? This isn't an excuse, but stay diligent, but also play, right? Don't hide yourself, earth signs, Capricorns, okay, Virgos. Y'all start to get so serious about the work and you forget to enjoy your family, enjoy your kids, enjoy your friends, enjoy yourself. Go and do something that has no connection to the work, right? So that's, we've kind of gone through, right? First, see your value. Once you see your value, you will have a spiritual awakening. You will realize what you must leave behind in order to gain all of this new awareness, this new inspiration, this new fulfillment, right? And then once you're in the work, Remember to have balance. Remember to, take care of your emotional, your physical, and your mental, your inner and your outer, your mental and your physical, yourself and your family, right? Let's see. Anything else you want to say about this, Spirit? Believe in the impossible. Beautiful. All right, so if you're having any doubts, that was for any of y'all saying, I don't know, opening up that food truck just don't seem feasible right now. Believe in the impossible. And please cue Brandy and Whitney Houston's Impossible Cinderella, the only Cinderella that matters. Don't come in my comments with any nonsense. Thank you. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon, right? We've all heard the expression every blue moon. Believe that a blue moon is coming. Believe that help is on the way. Believe that financial stability is on its way, and make sure that you're putting substantial work in here. Believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible. What do they need to take a second look at, Spirit? Maybe there's something that that seemed improbable before to you guys, right? Something maybe you overlooked because you're like, no, that can't happen. I can't do that right now. I can't, right? So give me something that they should take a second look at, Spirit. Something else, Spirit? Something they should take a second look at? Thank you. Oh, wow. What? Okay. All right, Spirit over here getting gully. Up. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles. Tell me more, Spirit. More about this Four of Pentacles. What they should take a second look at. There was something that you called in or asked for. You asked for something and you've been waiting on it. Maybe you reached out to somebody by email and asked them for a recommendation or a donation or a connection or to book their venue. Something you asked somebody for something and you're still waiting. Reach out to them again. Reach out to them again. You might have thought, oh, they didn't send them another email. They might have missed the email, bro. DM them again. Check them on all social media. They probably just got busy. Yeah. So, and you might still be holding on hope or you might still be holding on to hope or it was something in the physical, right? So you asked for something, you asked this place to book their venue, you asked for You asked for something. I'm not about to get all into the details. There's a lot of different people watching this video. So you asked for something and you were trying to call it in, or either you asked a woman. For some, it might have been like a woman or one female-owned business, and you were waiting for them, and they never returned your call or your email or your text or your DM. Spirit's saying to reach out to them again. All right? Be diligent. If you want something, you can't just reach out once. Y'all, people get busy. Holidays happen. You don't know what's going on in their life. So yeah, reach out again. Say, hey, I'm not about to craft an email for y'all. Y'all know what to do. Go and reach out again. That's something that you've overlooked. All right? What else? Tell me more. They overlooked something here. They overlooked some. Tell me more about this tower moment. What is this moment? Or what is this? Or who is this? Or something they walked away from. What, y'all? Hold up. There was something that you walked away from, and it was just starting. It was just starting, and you walked away from it. Tell me more about this event or this situation or this conversation. Either you or someone made an insincere offer. Tell me more about this story. It's getting juicy, y'all. Okay. Spirit, help me understand. Help me now. Either you or someone else offered. You were. Tell me more about this Eight of Cups. Tell me more about this Eight. Ooh, yeah, you left quickly out of this situation. You're like, I'm packing my shit and I'm going. You're like, I'm out. Like, I'm good. You left the situation like, yo, I'm good. I'm not really vibing with this. Let me know about this Nine of Cups. And someone came, you or someone, either someone walked away from you or you walked away from them very quickly because someone was offering some bullshit. This is crazy, y'all. Someone was offering some bullshit, or someone was insincere with this offering. You or someone else were, you kind of worked to muster up this offering, this deal, this money, this whatever you or someone offered, but it wasn't right. But then we have justice here. So tell me more about justice, Spirit. Let me understand this story. Ooh, okay. Yeah, something's coming to get cleaned up. One more. Yeah, wow. Yeah, this is getting cleaned up though. Okay, so like I said, someone left a situation in a hurry because someone came and was offering something insincere that wasn't. Tell me more about this Eight of Swords. I don't know why this energy is so hard for me. Yeah, where they were coming from, it wasn't from a good place, or what they were offering still had some dust. It wasn't quite resolved all the way, right? Someone offered you like a relationship and they still weren't done with their other dealings or their other partner, or they were still tied up in a contract with someone else, or either literally or figuratively or literally. They thought that they're like, oh, I've been working on this, and they offer it, but it just wasn't right. But for some reason this needs to be revisited. Because we have the Justice here, the Nine of Cups, which talks about satisfaction for all the work done. Look at her. Don't she look? She like, yep, I did that. And then the Three of Cups, which is about celebration. So something needs to be revisited here. Maybe they've cleaned up the offering. Why is it important that this be revisited, Spirit? Why is it important that this be revisited? Right? Because remember we asked Spirit, Spirit said believe in the impossible, right? So what needs to be revisited is, for some of you, or for some of you it's going back and messaging someone again and reaching back out. And then for some others of you, it's about something that you or someone else walked away from because either you were giving the insincere offer, or someone came in with an insincere offer, or an offer that wasn't quite ready yet. It wasn't quite matured. The deals weren't. It was like, the money ain't right yet, or the venue ain't ready, or this seems premature. Whatever. It was a premature offer. But it's looking like Spirit's telling you it needs to be revisited because it's about to propel you forward. Chariot. Tell me why it's important that they revisit this, Spirit. Tell me more. Whoo! Two of Cups. Because it's about to look right in a minute. All right? You were walking away because you were like, this shit ain't right. But then Justice comes in. You got that Ninth Cup. You're feeling good. And you guys are about to see eye to eye now. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's gonna everyone's intentions are gonna be made clear. Everyone's needs are gonna be met. You guys are gonna come in like with this higher perspective. Right? You or they've walked away from something that wasn't really right, and now it's like, okay, now we can fuck with each other. Now that you've left that situation, like now here's the real offer. Here's the offer. Right? We had the Knight of Cups in the reverse, which was the person whoever this is, whoever's energy this is the insincere offer, the premature offer. But now we've got a new beginning, a new physical offer in the three. Like this isn't a spirit. This is you and this person, you offering or them offering something real and tangible. This is a new beginning. This is a new financial venture, a new investment, a closing on an apartment, a closing on a facility, right? Beautiful. Beautiful. Really, really good. This is why it's important that you revisit this. Chariot, movement, things working together, right? We've got that white and black, which sometimes we say is the subconscious and the ego working together to propel us forward, to meet new heights, right? Having the willpower to get ourselves into unbelievable heights, right? Because it's a Two of Cups partnership. Because it's looking right now. And it could be someone new, but I feel like it's going to be resolved, what you walked away from or what they walked away from before you're ready or they're now ready to make a sincere offer. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. And there's going to be celebration. Y'all going to be cheersing. You're going to be like, yo, let's get it poppin'. Okay, we ready now. We ready now. This looking right now. But you know, see the situation for what it is. Feel it for what it is. Look at it. Make sure it's right. Dot your I's and cross your T's. If you're signing contracts, please be careful. Okay, just don't come up in my comments saying, Michelle said this was gonna look right now. I'm just saying some of the energies here are looking good. But don't just go signing stuff because you got a little collective reading on Instagram from Star Sister Oracle. Don't do that. And don't try to sue me because I ain't got no money. Which is why you can donate to my Cash App down below. All right? Help a young black woman out. All right, y'all. That's beautiful. Reach out to that person again. Either you or that other person is going to come back with a sincere offer. If you're the person that had the insincere offer at first, clean that shit up. Make it look right for everybody. Make sure everyone gets their needs met. Because got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is beautiful. Started something new and beautiful. All right? Know your value, see your value, be connected to, and that will give way to your spiritual awakening. And then remember, when you are in your work, to take care of yourself, your family, and your friends, right? Remember to play. Don't get so lost in the work that you forget balance, right? Remain fixed on the vision, right? Be committed. Remember the feeling that you have. Remember the life you're going to leave for your children. Remember the life that you're going to leave, remember the good that you're about to do for your community. Remember the community that you're about to build, the people you're about to meet, right? And remember that and have a growth mindset, right? Be committed to the vision, but be flexible about how you're going to get there. Just know your value, okay? That's the most important, is just to know your value. Know that what you have is a value. Know that your offerings are good and genuine, right? Be of good heart. Be of integrity. If you have integrity, bro, that's it. And I also saw the Tower again, and I want to say something else about that those dealings, the insincere offer. Spirit might have, something crazy may have came in where that person had to walk away. It was like, maybe it was sudden, and it was like, wait, hold on, I thought we were about to sign the paperwork, and they're like, nah. Right? So something happened, and Spirit had to intervene, or there was some crazy, happenstance where the deal fell off, the partnership fell off, and now it might be time now for a new beginning. All right, just wanted to add that. Love and light to you guys. Love yourself, love your people, and be good. All right, you got this. You got something to offer the world. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. All right, love you guys. Bye.